other creatures will not travel so far. Our territorial leopard king must stay to defend his kingdom. And wait for the rains to come to him. When they come, the waters of the lakes will be replenished, natural villas restocked, the man-made tanks restored, a land of lakes in which spectacular wildlife can flourish. Water will breathe life into Sri Lanka once more. A unique landscape, created by nature and shaped by man. Sri Lanka's forests keep their secrets well. But this living labyrinth hides a great struggle for life. Bejeweled predators hunt on the forest floor, while new generations are forged among its branches. Each level of the trees is a separate kingdom with its own unique species. In these jungles, man too has his place among the trees. For centuries, Sri Lanka and its hidden treasures have seduced travelers from around the globe. What they found was a land where great civilization flourished. And a diversity of wildlife to rival an entire continent. Encircled by a great wilderness of ocean. The furious struggle for life is crammed onto an island only 380 kilometers long. Yet within these shores, there is a place where that competition is at its most intense. The cloud-cloaked forests of Sri Lanka. The forests of Sri Lanka rise above the rest of the country, like islands out of the sea. Here, species found nowhere else in the world have been marooned on high forest plateaus. A purple-faced leaf monkey, found nowhere else except Sri Lanka. And this variety lives only in the country's lush rainforests. It rarely descends to the ground, instead choosing to mate and feed with its troop in the relative safety of the treetops. Branches and vines make for great playgrounds. Some youngsters can get a little carried away. But it's clear, when they're frolicking in the foliage, that these leaf monkeys belong to the trees. Recently, local naturalists spotted someone different in the forest. This too is a purple-faced leaf monkey, but an even more rare white variety. Naturalists have found them in just 14 troops, and in a tiny part of isolated rainforest. This could be evolution in action. Varying levels of pigmentation mean these monkeys can range from piebald to snowball white. And the females seem to be at an advantage. Those with white pelts appear to be more likely to be chosen as mates. But the fair maidens don't have it all their own way. Such a striking appearance makes babies easy pickings for predators. A passing black eagle. Fear spreads through the troop. Everyone dashes for cover. Today, both grey and white escape the aerial threat. Avoiding predators as best they can, the monkeys live almost entirely in the trees. Only if the distance between branches became too great would they risk descending to the ground. And even then, they'd be wary. For down on the forest floor lies the largest predator to hunt amongst these trees. A rock python. At 5 meters long, she uses her body to crush the life out of her victims. But today, those muscles are being put to a very different use. Coiling around her clutch of giant eggs, she generates heat. With constant, gentle muscular contractions, she keeps her eggs warm. She's sat guard on her clutch for several weeks. But her maternal instincts will last only so long. Sensing the arrival of her young, she departs. Leaving her babies at this most vulnerable moment is an unusual act of parenting. But she has hardly fed for weeks. Her motherly instincts could be overpowered by her predatory ones. Now their work must begin. Using a special egg tooth, the babies slice through the leathery shell. Tentatively, they emerge. Tasting the air. One day, they will become feared hunters, capable of eating even Sri Lanka's most iconic predator, the leopard. But right now, they are vulnerable. They fan out across the forest floor. Pythons are solitary, so sibling rivalry starts early. Each of them must find their patch, and for now, their own place to hide. Nothing in this forest is safe. A crested serpent eagle. From high in the canopy, he scans the forest floor. Patiently, he uses a sit-and-wait strategy for catching his prey. Newly emerged pythons make for a perfect breakfast. Only a handful of the hatchlings will survive to adulthood. But those that do will triple in length in their first year. And when fully grown, they're one of the largest snakes in the world. Like every living creature in these forests, they must fight for limited space. Sri Lanka's rainforests are found only in one small part of the island. Two-thirds of Sri Lanka is dominated by lowland plains, where harsh, dry seasons dictate the rhythm of life. But in the mountainous southwest corner of the island, rains keep the lands lush throughout the year. Here, in dense rainforests, the competition for finite resources has propelled evolution. With 3/4 of Sri Lanka's biodiversity found in the wet zone, species adapting to exploit every centimeter of the forest. The result is a profusion of life, where colorful gems glint in the green.